A second wave of exploding devices, this time walkie-talkies, have killed dozens more people in Lebanon. It happened as mourners gathered for funerals for those killed just the day before. There are still many questions over how these devices were detonated in the first place, but as Deborah Haynes explains, the blast exposed how everyday items can be turned into deadly weapons.
Attacks underline how anything can be used as a weapon. They also expose the vulnerability of supply chains relied upon to produce everyday items. This is the type of pager caught up in the blasts and what it looked like afterwards. Next to be targeted, handheld radios that can be used like walkie-talkies. Publicity material about the AR-924 pager says it has a battery life of 85 days, ideal for use in Lebanon where power is unreliable. Experts say the pagers were tampered with before they were distributed. This was likely done by putting a small amount of explosives inside each of them, along with a detonator. The battery would act as a power source. A signal could be then sent over the network to trigger the explosion. A similar technique could have been used for the radios. Such tampering points to the infiltration of the supply chains that delivered the devices. The company behind the pager is called Gold Apollo, based in Taiwan, but it claims the pagers that detonated in Lebanon were made by another firm called BAC Consulting, based at this anonymous-looking building more than 5,500 miles away in Budapest. BAC Consulting was reportedly given a licence to use the Gold Apollo branding, yet a company official has denied involvement. However it happened, the defective pagers ended up in the hands of Hezbollah. They exploded in Beirut and other parts of Lebanon, as well as the Syrian capital, Damascus.
On
the assumption that some intelligence body did it, and we, Israel, of course, do not take responsibility, then this is a long-term intelligence infiltration operation. I also estimate that a very, very significant witch hunt will begin in order to try and find out where the loopholes and cracks were.
While neither confirming nor denying involvement, Israel has now declared a new phase in the war, with focus shifting to its northern border with Lebanon.